got any final thoughts for the show?
Make jukes, not war.
Can we edit that out?
Nope. I had my game face.
Hello and welcome to something very different than usual. I've done this for all of my cars, well, it's in our cars so far, and this time it's time for mine. Yes, mine. So the other Mini, that went for various reasons, all of which were good for us to get rid of. And this one's staying. And as you can see, it's an R56. This one is a Cooper SGP. Nevertheless, it has a similar body kit aside from the rear wing. So we're going to compare this to the one I have behind me with my key, or my future key. Of course, using the screwdriver of truth to point things out along the way. So I'm going to start with the casting, and then we're going to go over the car and I'll show you about. So I hope you all enjoy this rather different little video I have planned. So thank you all for the support recently, I really do appreciate it. So this is the comparison of the Hot Wheels Mini Cooper SGP Challenge, I believe it's called. Might be wrong, it's a bit of a mouthful. Compared to the real life thing, which is a 2011 Mini Cooper diesel. So I'm going to start it on the front end now, where you see a very signature thing for these things, which is that huge front grille here. Of course, you can see the little mini badge embossed in there, as well as these huge front headlights, which don't, on this one, pop up. With the bonnet, the R50s do, these ones don't, as regulation said they physically couldn't. As well as you also see this nice grille down here, which is on ours. Really nicely sort of honeycombed in, as well as some fog lights and a nice little plastic bit that goes all the way around, just like the real thing. However, ours does not have these little sort of bonnet straps that hold it on, because it doesn't need them, and it also doesn't have this vent, although I do plan on either cutting one in or replacing the bonnet at some point in the future, as well as putting on a whole JCW body kit real on the rear ring, because it already has a JCW rear ring, but that's for later. I think the Hot Wheels casting is brilliant. It is almost bang on. It is fantastic. I'd love to see more of these in the future made by many other different brands. There's not many who do minis, especially this generation, the R56. I'd love to see more, especially in the 1/64th scale. On the side we have these nice 5-spoke wheels, of course completely different, as these things came with about 5 billion different wheels. These are the real ones. You have this big rear wing, which isn't on this, but however it is this large on the rear ones. I just shot one yesterday with my camera at the Carbon Beamish, and they are absolutely humongous. You do have this little side bit here, which is the indicator / vent, as well as the plastic trim comes all the way around, which always fades on these. It just does my head in, they always fade, and they always look like a grey tacky material, which doesn't go very well at all. You have the pillars here and also the different coloured roof. I love that touch for Hot Wheels. I'd love to see one with a red body and a black roof just like mine. However, I'm sure I can customise one in the near future. On the back, you see my reflection there. You can see a little mini logo here, the massive rear wing, which isn't as big as mine obviously. You have the rear lights, the little mini logo, a huge little bit which you pop the boot up, which is currently broken. Lovely little bit of brake, but you of course can pop it on the key at any point using that button there. And also the little rear diffuser, which I'd love to get one on ours, but it's not really much point. It's a diesel, so I may as well buy one with the single cutout on the side, which you can get. Fairly short, but sweet. It's going to be worth watching if you like minis. I obviously love them, it's no secret of that. I've always liked minis, and I never pictured myself actually having one, and it isn't technically mine yet, but it will be very soon. This car is a 2011. We've had it since the very start, fairly start in the year. I think it was about February, March time, and we've come to know it very, very well. And currently it has no aircon, which is brilliant in 26-degree heat upwards. It's absolute torture in the summer. Nevertheless, we'll go over there, unlock it, and really see how it compares, as well as the interior, which we've done a few modifications to. And there she is. You're not going to see a lot, I can't lie, I'm on full zoom back. In fact, I'm going to have to step back even more. You can see the grills, which will need replacing at some point, because there's some tacky little awful black paint, which is actually peeling off already. No idea who would put this on, but they did. It also has some new badges, which are stuck over the old ones, but I like them a lot. They match the colour scheme of the car very well. It has also been de-chromed around here, which do need redoing at some point, because they aren't the greatest. They squeak and they rattle, but they are fine. The whole headlight housing is really cool. The whole thing sort of moves and shifts, and I just find that really cool. Fog lights, they've just been replaced because they had some awful fog stuff in there. Not very nice. But yeah, this is chili red. This is the colour scheme of this. Very nice little BMW colour, which I'm absolutely loving. You can see the plastic here fading, even though we've only just reburned it. It does have some Cooper S wheels on here, which are just really cool. I love the little centre caps, which will need replacing at some point. But yeah, these I believe are powder coated as well, because they are really smooth, really nice sort of charcoal black finish with a little bit of a grey fleck. Continue on, you can see that vent I was talking about before with the indicator, which I would like to put some clears in there because I do prefer the clears, they look a bit nicer. Along the whole edge of the car you can see a nice decal that fades into a racing stripe. Don't think I'm going to take this car racing, but it's fast enough. It has a 1.6 litre diesel N47 diesel BMW engine, and it is quick. It is a brilliant little car, very good little car. They put the same engines in a BMW 520D, which is a car that weighs well over double this does. It does have a D-chromed edge all the way around the car, which I will need to redo at some point, as well as these big nice chrome sort of handles, which have the same sort of flick that the other car did. Continuing on the back, we have these little stickers, which I do really like. They're sort of small and they don't really matter much, but they are there. And you can see the rest of the car there with the big JCW wing up here, just subtle enough that it doesn't really not get noticed until you talk about it, and it does look nice. It sort of suits in the lines of the car very well. You can see that black with red colour scheme very well, and I do like these rear lights as well, which have been de-chromed, as well as the Cooper D logo here, which I'm really tempted to put a little apostrophe here so it says Coopered instead of Cooper D, because why not? Also, you can see mini badges here, and for being a diesel that was registered in 2011, quite a long time ago now for a car, you can see there is absolutely no black soot in here at all, and we haven't cleaned this exhaust. This is how it came, and it's been ran. We've had it over 1,000 miles, probably even more than that. It's been daily driven almost every single day, keeping the Nismo for some very nice occasions. There she is there. And it is just perfect. It is brilliant. We get 48 miles per gallon this thing if we drive it carefully. If not, we get 30 odd, which we cannot complain about. And if I take out the key wherever I've put it, there it is, press the unlock button, you leave those beautiful locks go off, and we can get in. You can see Mini on the floor there on the floodlights. I love them, and we'll get in without getting decapitated by the frameless windows. Put the key in the ignition, which is there, and we get power. That's about it. I won't go any further. But you see, we've put a little Pioneer head unit in here because the old one was broken. We've put a flat out in there, so it no longer needs to be on, because it's awful having tacky little buttons that don't do anything anymore. They wouldn't connect to anything. You see this huge sort of centre display, which is different to the other one, if you remember. The other one was sort of there was nothing much else here. The digital display in the middle shows your speed as well as rev counter, which will go up to around 5.5k revs, quite happily. I do like this little steering wheel. It is really sports orientated at the same time as being comfortable for long drives. I haven't driven it yet, obviously, but it is really nice, comfortable just sitting here. You get a nice hold of everything, and of course you can see my little Union Jack seats there. I do like more little sort of things in this car, being the fact that there's a Mini logo here in the air control unit. I love that. Just little details you can see going all the way around there. More sort of references to this sort of shape, which is seen on the key, which pop down and you find the L plates, as well as this little popper in here, which do often break, so you've got to be a bit careful with them. But yeah, it needs some new seats because these ones are not very supportive. They're comfortable but not very supportive, so that needs doing. But overall, it's a brilliant car, and I'm absolutely loving this thing. I think it looks brilliant, it suits me very well, and also my favourite features are, they aren't on right now, but just behind your head here, these will glow red, as well as some lights up here, and more, which you can change with the flick of a button there. So, without further ado, this is the Mini. This is the one that I'm going to keep about and enjoy. So, without further ado, everyone, stay safe, have fun, and of course, please everyone, stay juke'ing.